Hey y'all, welcome in. Tap the screen, share the live, y'all. Hey Granny Annie, how are you? Hey Cindy. Hey BG. My little somersaulter. Tap and share, y'all. Hey Scott Martin. Hey Joanne. Hey Christina. I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. Hey Jenna. Hey Miss Diane.
Hi, Fred.
Hey Lisa. Hey everyone. Tap and share, y'all. Hey Roosty. Jenna. Amber Victoria. Hello. Sydney. Cindy, I guess. I'm sorry. Hey, just Janet. Hey, RJ.
Hey y'all, I'm sorry if I'm missing anybody. I'm sharing out the live, but I want to make sure I see you guys.
Y'all tap and share, please. Share it to everybody. Your church members, your family, your friends. Hey, just Janet. Melody Rose, hello. Very cool, Scott Martin. Mods, y'all keep everybody tapping and, keep greeting because we went down last time. We don't want to do that again. Want to give it a few more minutes, Fallon? Let people keep coming in.
Okay, great.
Tap and share, y'all. Hey, Cassidy. Hello, Alley Cat. Hey, Lola. Hey, Sunshine. Keep tapping and sharing, y'all.
I'll have some. You know what, Birdie? I did not get you the screenshot of the vlog where it was written on. Let me go get it. I'll be right back.
Jennifer, you coming up to talk tonight? Oh, never mind. She left. Hey, Jess. Only if she talks fast. Oh, I'm sorry, Jennifer. I didn't mean to.
Birdie, I sent it to you in a white background and I sent it to you with a black background, so you can choose which one you want. Which one's easiest for you? Sorry I didn't get it sooner.
I see you down there, Rammer, trying to be sneaky, girl. What?
I was too busy tapping and sharing
Tapping it.
and saying hello to everyone,
Look at you, our little door greeter. You're so cute.
just like at Walmart. Right, Amber? I mean, thank you, Sunshine. I would tell them they would either pass to go in or fail to go in.
All right, I'm going to start going over things. So, y'all, please be respectful. Ask if you need to ask questions, ask them, and then the mods will try to answer. If the mods cannot answer, keep spamming them and we'll try to get them answered for you. Also, mods, please don't block. Just mute it first. If it keeps getting out of hand, please use your own judgment. Also, what was I gonna say? Oh, make sure you please greet people when they come in. If they say hello and we miss it, please say hello back. Make sure everybody feels seen. With that being said, I guess we're ready to get started, y'all. Keep tapping and sharing, y'all. Hey,
Welcome everybody. I want to thank you guys for being here. A little bit early, a little bit of a switch up. So as we get into tonight's stuff, we're going to jump around a lot, but it's going to be important information. So if you guys have questions, please ask. And if I don't catch your comment right away, it's okay to comment again, and y'all just call my attention to the comments, because when I get to talking, I go 90 and I'm not paying attention. So Birdie White is on staff tonight, and she will be showing you guys the screenshots. There will be several things that come up, and if you can't see it, let us know. I will post a video when I can, so that way you guys can screenshot it and blow it up. And then, of course, Checkmate will post this on her YouTube as well. I want to start off with a lady who has previously been on the app and scamming, And I have had several people message me and ask me, is she new? Have I seen her? What's her deal? And she's not new. And I want to bring attention to what she was doing yesterday. Her name is Ashley. She's formerly known with the scammers of Food for Family scam. And we've got an audio clip, and I want you guys to listen to what she says. Now, I didn't capture the first part of it. We're only going to be hearing the audio of it because everything that she said is important. The visual is not important. However, when she walked outside her door, she showed her whole address, the numbers on the door, and then she proceeds to tell everybody where she's at. Guys, please make sure that you are not doxing, no matter what they're doing, unless they are a predator or they are harming someone in immediate danger. Innocent souls are at stake. There needs to be no real life going, okay? So that's why we're going to have the audio playing. Birdie, if you'll go ahead and play that audio whenever you're ready.
I just put a poll up to try to get some help to get some groceries. Trying to get a couple dollars, girl. It is. Trying to get some groceries. Yes, they cut mine off because I'm not working, girl. In the state of North Carolina, you have to be working 20 hours or more a month in order to qualify for food stamps, or you have to do the work study. And in the city where I am, the work study's not in the same city. I live in a city with one neighborhood Walmart, one Family Dollar, $1 General, one liquor store. Like I'm like 70 miles from Burns. That's how little the city is I'm in.
So she's got one Walmart, one liquor store, $1 store. So she names these places, even though she's in a small area. Those places take staff. They need people to run those stores. It's a 24-hour operation, even though the doors are not open. People are stocking shelves. People are receiving trucks. People are filling shelves. There's things to be doing. But I want to draw attention to the fact that when Raymer and Checkmate are talking about her past, because it's very important that you guys remember that she is not new. She had a whole scam going. And it's always food when she comes on here when she needs things. She wants it DoorDash. She wants what she wants when she wants it. And things don't just get taken away, or there's always letters, communication that goes out to people who qualify for these benefits. You don't just wake up one day and you don't have that benefit anymore, especially when she thinks that you have to have 20 hours worth of hour credits or volunteer or whatever it is to stay qualified for those benefits. She didn't just get a phone call one day and say you don't have it anymore. So you have to do something actively, gainfully, to be able to go and do something to receive a benefit. If she thinks she's just going to lay up and sit and wait for it to come to her, something's wrong. Those need to be the questions. Instead, she's got two moderators in there. She's got Jean in there and she's got Carrie, who think that it's totally appropriate for her to sit there and just because it's her birthday to get on there and beg for money.
Yeah, so I haven't ever known Ashley to have a job, honestly, and she's been on here for a while, right, Ram?
At least 2 years that I've been watching her.
Yeah, for sure, because that Food for Family scam was what, last year?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never known Ashley to have a job ever. So yeah, they might be pushing her to get a job.
Yeah, when you continuously get food stamps and other benefits like that, they do eventually draw the line and say, hey, you should have done something by now.
And if you guys would touch a little bit on the Food for Family scam for what she was running prior to, I wanted to get out there that she is not new, guys. Please take a screenshot so you will recognize this name. Out there that she is not new, guys. Please take a screenshot so you will recognize this name.
As she was doing third-party As she was doing third party.
And it didn't last very long because it was soon brought out, of course, that she was keeping the money. And I do believe that she was also using her own food stamps to purchase things and keeping the cash apps. Oh, I'm sorry. You all tap if it's lagging.
You'll have to tap Checkmate's box whenever you're tapping. If we've got the big screen up, if you're tapping anywhere else, it'll mess you up. So make sure that you're tapping Checkmate's box, and that'll avoid any clicking out and things like that.
Yeah, but don't let Ashley fool you. She's not new. She's been around. I was thinking around 2 years too. So Rammer's probably right. So yeah, she's not new. She's a big scammer. She likes to scam a lot for DoorDash for fast food. That's usually what she's wanting. That's the most of the things that she's ever asked for is it's always DoorDash. She wants the food. She begged a lot for McDonald's. I believe I have quite a few videos of her on my page from last year. Yeah, yeah, she's Alley Cat. She's definitely not new.
Make sure you screenshot that, guys. Whenever you see her, if you'd like to post her, make sure you use her at. You post her enablers. She's got 2 moderators that have been with her a while. They know what she's all about because they've received messages personally from me. And one of them personally knows her, offered her a gift card to Kroger and told them that she would send it to it so they know where she is. So they know what
Yeah,
she
I
does.
would assume that she's coming back because she thinks with all the new awareness creators, people are not going to remember who she is. But she forgot about those of us that's been here for a few years.
Mm-hmm.
And we do remember her. Yeah, isn't her sister her twin, Scam? She has a twin sister, I believe. But yeah, so just beware of her. She loves to beg for DoorDash, and she'll use her child every chance she can get.
Right.
I'm not sure if he's still around. She did say that she left him, but I don't know, because she doesn't come on as often as she used to. Like, she's barely dipping back in the water right now.
And with the holiday season coming up, y'all know everything's going to be amped up times 100.
And with what Checkmate just said, that she uses her child, so exploiting her child to be able to get the things that she wants. That's all manipulation. And that basically goes along with tonight's theme, that the strongest manipulators usually act weak to get what they want. And that goes along with exploiting animals that they receive just to dump later, to exploit their children, to exploit things that normal people have gone through in their lives, such as cancer, being sick, homelessness, food insecurity, mental health. Those things are things that people struggle with on a daily basis and still seem to take care of their families, themselves, their homes, their families. But you have people on the internet who manipulate people that stroll into their chat and really think that they're struggling.
Yeah, Ashley likes to use the fact that her daughter had not eaten that day. Her daughter's hungry. I think at one point I remember her actually having her daughter say stuff on camera. That she wanted food. She wanted McDonald's. And yeah, she got the money to go to McDonald's. Pulling up those heartstrings.
Bailey Ann, it's Mom of 302. Oh, heck, my eyeballs.
Bailey Ann, if you screenshot it and then blow it up in your screenshot, you'll be able to see it better. It's just something to help.
Most of the people usually have a man in the background. They just make sure to never have them seen on camera nor heard.
Y'all keep tapping the screen and sharing the live, please. Hey, Cece.
So,
There you go. Birdie just put it in the chat, y'all.
yes. So with that, I do want to remind you guys that it's good to message us and ask us, is this a new one? Have you seen this one? You know, also when you see their screen names, type it into the top of the TikTok search bar and see what comes up. That's a lot of times if there's videos out there or in the available for them, they will pop up under their screen names. Now, most of them have changed most of their screen names, but in the event that somebody has seen them, they will always add those screen names in to be able to allow you to know about it.
Yeah, and Ashley's had many. She's had January, February.
Yeah.
He never got to March, but she's had quite a few.
And when I was talking to Checkmate and Rammer and Birdie and Amber earlier, it was that there are people that are not new. They just need some more attention. Some of those names being, Derek and David Kellums, and there's so many more that aren't new, but just need a little bit touched on them. No matter the amount that they are getting, it's the amount of manipulation that is happening. And just because they can come on here, like Checkmate said earlier, Derek's out there asking for $50,000.
Yeah, y'all watch for Derek. He's a new scammer. He wants $50,000 to buy a new truck. I have videos of him on my page. SP's Road to the Whorehouse is actually the one that brought him to my attention. So that's the power of sharing, people out so other people can, watch them. I'm actually going to message Nookie about him because Nookie's good at watching people. Yeah, he said at one point he needed he didn't need. People could send him $1. 500,000 people could send him $1. He's now down to 50K. So yeah, he's a new one, an elderly gentleman, but he needs some attention because he's getting worse.
Yes, and he goes by Dr. Love here on TikTok.
Every
Dr.
time you say
Love.
Yeah, he
Every
does
time
have
you
another
say it.
account named Dr. Love.
I can't. So we do realize though that the Beth Osbornes and the Jordan Pauls and the bigger ones we know with Zim and Asia, Maggie Foster, we know that it's saturated all over this app, and we know that there's more attention that needs to get brought to the newer ones. But always safeguard yourself with typing it in at the top of the TikTok search bar. And if you see any videos, contact that creator if you'd like to see if, start spreading it, reposting it so those names can be as well known as Jay Paul and Beth Osborne and Zim and Maggie Foster. So you guys are our best idea generators. You're the ones who get this stuff out there. So your interaction, getting these people out into the Ethernet, is important as us making the videos and talking about it. So thank you. Just keep it going. Right before the live, I want to talk about this second because this may generate more people. And guys, go ahead and share this to whomever you need to share it to. But Lola posted my friend and your friend in Queen Peaches, Jessie Fields, Mary Jane, 1989, where she was commenting on a creator's post bringing awareness to Kate. She commented and reposted an awareness video. I've always told you guys she's a major flip-flopper. She started out trying to be part of awareness way back in 2023, and she couldn't hack it because she just couldn't do the endurance that you guys do with the liking, the commenting, the creating videos, the supporting lives. She couldn't hack it. So she just flip-flopped. So this is Mary Jane, 89, Queen Peaches, Jessie Fields. She's had many names. She's changed her name now to just 2 emojis. She commented and said she stopped modding for Kate because she just knew she was on Rose. Well, 95% of the people that Queen Peaches, Mary Jane 89 enables are struggling with substances. King Cujo, Eddie, Maggie Foster, Carol Edwards, Beth and Devin, Jordan Paul. Guys, I could go on and on and on with the names. Kim Peters, she was a mod for Kim Peters. It just goes on and on and on. She has no business being over here with any of us. She needs to go back over and buy her friendship with Tim and Angela, Maggie Foster. Let her go back over there to pay for them to lay up. Screenshot her at. Get her off your page. She just commented and reposted on an awareness creator's video about Kate. So, she's out there. She's on your stuff. Get her off. If you have to, tell her where I am. Tell her to come talk to me. She won't, because I've told her several times where I am, where she can come into the live and speak to me. She doesn't want to do any of that. Instead, she wants to make videos and say, I just don't know why she's being mean to me. I am upset because she's enabling people who are struggling with substances, who could possibly get something off the street and no longer wake up in the morning. She likes to moderate for them. She likes to send them money. And she enjoys it because she does it out of spite. But then when you go to her Facebook, she's full of, I just don't know why people don't like me and why people don't support me. And she's begging for friendship. She's so lonely. She's posting all these thirst trap videos. And she just can't understand why people just seem to shit on her. Well, maybe it's what you put out there, Jessie, because you reap what you sow. Her last post was she was upset because McDonald's didn't make her hamburger right. She's like, I just don't understand why people can't get things right. And why is everybody picking on me? Because they didn't get her hamburger right, guys. But yet she's over here on TikTok and she's everywhere. You name it. I could name off 50 more names if you'd like. She's there. She's enabling. And she loves the attention she gets with the messages from Mark B, from me, from anybody else sending her messages saying, just so you know, Maggie Foster is using you for your money. She's using you as a moderator. She's using you for your Cash App. When she was moderating and enabling King Cujo, he was actually yelling at Mara, screaming and yelling abusively, and she's in there enjoying it. Just saying, yes, go ahead, good job, supporting that. When we're supposed to be standing up for what's right over here. But then she's going to come over to our lives and then support us and then go right back and give money or moderate for Maggie Foster or try to be a moderator for Tim and Angela. If she's on your account, get her off, please. And if she can't understand why, tell her to type her name in the TikTok search bar. It all comes up. She can change her name 50 more times. Even if it's just emojis now, she's still going to come up because we're going to find her and we're going to bring awareness to her just like we would if she was a scammer or beggar, because she is exhibiting bad behavior just like the rest of them. So make sure you get your screenshots, please. This next one is going to be interesting because I hope that you're window licking, Julie Newton, Boo Bear, aka Angel Girly. So come on in here and tell one of us to DIE. I dare you. Because see, the tables have turned now because your vile behavior on the internet has seemed to have caught up with you because somebody showed somebody that was important in your life a video of you acting like a wild woman on the internet and giving out people's business that you had no right to do. And now it's come full circle and it's in your best interest to get off the internet. We don't condone going real life, but people on social media will come across things the more we put it out. And thank God that some people that are close to you, Julie Newton, aka Angel Girly, aka Boo Bear, saw it. Unfortunately, the gentleman was the son of the mom who passed away that you were using to get money on your Cash App. And when they reach out to Melody Rose or they reach out to me, I'm not going to lie for you, Boo Bear. And not only did the son see it, your boss saw it too. And he follows me and he follows another creator on here. So everything I post, everything she posts, he sees it. He even liked a couple of them. So there's no reason for any of us to ever go real life. And when I say real life, guys, I'm talking call somebody's hotel room. I'm talking about call their job, sending letters, none of that. Because if we continue to do everything on with social media, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, it's all searchable. Use their name, use their hashtag, let them find it. It's totally appropriate to do it on Facebook. It's totally appropriate to do it on IG. Totally appropriate TikTok. But it's not when you pick up the phone and it's frivolous and you're doing it maliciously and you're not trying to help somebody. If there's a federal program that people are exploiting for fraud, use the see something, say something option. Call the federal number. That's what it's there for. But there's no reason to do it maliciously, make up lies about someone. If it's social media and you have the ability to find it on public, post it. It's fine. Some people have a preference. I don't do that over here on this app. I don't do that. But if it's social media, I'm posting it. So when myself, other creators post it, Boo Bear, aka Angel Girly, they see it. And every time you go live, we're going to repost that you're live, and we're going to repost that you want to whisper like this whenever your husband's in the room begging for money.
Like she did today, my little bestie Boo.
Yeah, he came in the room. She sits up in that bed. She holds her phone up where he can't see it.
Yeah, today she turned the TV up really loud and then screamed into the phone, I need $58 for the motel, and ended. And he's screaming, what'd you say, Julie?
Yeah, she purposely picked up the remote as soon as he walked in the room to cut the volume up where he couldn't hear her.
It was great. It was fucking great. Julie, I don't know who the hell you're talking to. I can't hear over this damn TV. I didn't know who you were talking to. It's all on my page if y'all want to see it. It was great.
And it's just going to keep getting crazier. I mean, and if you're in there, just watch the shit show, guys. There's no reason to interact. There's no point. She's done all of this to herself. There is things that she has said that we have exposed each time because, again, all she's done is lie. She has no point that she has made, at no point in any of this that she has told the truth in anything. She just said that she got a job. She starts at Monday and she's not going to get paid for another 3 weeks. She said today that she was in somebody's box, another beggar scammer's box, begging for money to get money in his chat. It's on Lola's page. They're and Bugs' too, asking for money, saying she needed $8 more for today. But then she got in his box, said, take care of those babies. Okay, well, I've got to get off the phone now, and I've got to go call my brother. Hours later, she's on there. Someone in her chat asked her, can't you reach out and talk to your family? She said, they won't talk to me. I don't have any family. My sister is in a group home. My brother's mad at me, and we don't talk. So which is it, Julie? Because you're so full of shit, I don't think you know what the truth is anymore.
No, I think that she's said so much. She has no idea what she said from day to day. She should watch our videos and then she would know about herself. I'm just saying.
Yes. And Rammer, will you touch on the not so humorous side of Julie with her comments on people of color and just things that you've witnessed, which is on Lola's page and Bugs's page and Checkmate's page.
Yeah, I was in there that day, and she was going off about another restreamer, Colton 4K, talking about how she has 12 kids and has a black man between her legs. And I mean, it was just the most vile, disgusting comments ever. And not only did she go off against her having a quote-unquote black man between her legs, then she insults the Asian community too. And she just continues and continues. And that tells you all the mindset of Julie and probably her husband too. Because these are like learned behaviors that are accepted around people that are close to you. And it was awful. And she went off about that like the next 2 or 3 lives because people would come in and make comments about it. So there's a lot of documentation of this unfortunate event.
So why don't you come up in a box and talk to me like you talk to everybody, Julie? Come up in a box and talk to us like you do. Since you're in here listening, I mean, we invited you, so come on up.
Oh, she is in here. Hey, bestie.
Did you get that $8? Did you get it whenever you were going from beggars to scammers to predator to bad behaviors boxes and asking for that $8? Is that how you got the other money? What is it that you're using that money for, Angel Girly? What is it that maybe you should invest in a notebook and write down all your lies, since that's all you do is lie.
I think she left. I don't see her now.
She left and came back in.
Oh, did she?
Yeah.
Do you want a box, bestie?
She's here.
She sends the most endearing messages. They're the sweetest. I hope y'all get one. I don't see her.
Hold on a second. Let me see if I can invite her again.
I'm trying to look for an inviter, but
Yeah, she's down right toward the bottom. She's like 5 up. You could make it easier on us, Julie, and just request Angel Girly.
That means she unblocked me. Oh.
Why did you feel
My heart.
special? Keep in mind, though, Julie, when you come up here and you start talking all that trash because you got to cuss and be nasty and all that stuff just because you don't have any truth to tell, because we've already exposed you for the biggest liar, that all that vileness coming from you, we're just going to keep muting you. Because we don't need to go down when we're bringing awareness on your lies. And it's really not important to anything that you say. We just want you to have the opportunity to come up here and just tell us the truth, because you don't have it in you to be able to do so. You said you tried to hurt yourself, and then you were in somebody's live pretending like you were the family member of you, acting like there was some big conspiracy that somebody was bullying you and that we were all going to be arrested and that I was going to sport a orange jumpsuit.
Actually, Angel Girly, if you want to come up and take a box, I mean, we'll be respectful. We're respectful to everybody. So, you know, you're more than welcome to come up and take a box and plead your whatever it is you want to do, I guess. But we will be respectful, and the chat will also be respectful. If you'd like to come up.
The other part to it, too, is Angel Girly, Julie Newton 448. I would like for you to know that one of the reasons why people go and look and seek you out is not because they're bullying you, not because they're picking on you. It's because people can't stand you with the way you act in everyday life. There are posts that you put on your Facebook, in which people at your work, when you finally did get a job, can't stand you because you're calling in corporate complaints because somebody told you to do something for your job. Which, if everybody acted like you acted at a job, then nobody would be working. They had every right to try to make you do your job. They were paying you for it. So for you to be in there running your mouth like that and then talking about filing a corporate complaint and then being disrespectful to your manager, but then you quit because you couldn't handle the heat. Kind of like now where you can't handle the heat and you're not requesting a box. Right, Julie?
We have a lot of questions, but she left again. I'm sure she's watching though, y'all. Hey, New Mexico Nana, how are you?
Y'all, I'm sure if she's in here, she came in on a burner. So just continue to click Checkmate's box so we don't go down, please.
Yeah, y'all better really, really tap.
The biggest thing that tonight that I wanted to be sure that you guys understood, that when we talk about the biggest manipulators, the strongest manipulators, use things to appear weak so they can get your money. And Angel Girly, aka Boo Bear, does a really good job at her lies and abusing mental health to manipulate people for their money. She claimed that she tried to hurt herself because she was being bullied. The truth of the matter is that she lied about it because she had nothing else. She couldn't go for sickness. She couldn't go for anything else. And the video audio that Birdie is about to play is from a video today where she's already tried to pretend like she tried to hurt herself. And that didn't go over because it was exposed on Melody Rose's page, Bug's page, Lola's page, my page, Birdie's page. But today's video, we're going to try a whole new other money grab playing on people's sympathies.
Okay, I got my room covered for today, all but $8. So if anybody can help me out with $8 and maybe $50 for tomorrow, I have to pay $50 a day to my room to keep my room. I have a cat and a dog. My cat is 15 years old with dementia. She's ill. She's sick. She can't be on the streets. She can't be sleeping in the woods with us. I'd have to have her put to sleep. I have a dog, and I'm just scared to be on the streets. I'm scared to sleep on the streets. I'm scared to sleep in the woods. If anybody can help me, my Cash App is in my bio. I have to pay $50 a day now to keep my home. I have the room covered for today, all but $8. So if anybody can even help me out with $8, I can pay the $8 that I owe. I told him by the end of the day, but I'm sure that he's not going to do anything if I don't pay the $8 probably tomorrow. But if anybody can help me, Cash App is in my bio. Thank you.
So now because she played the mental health card and she was caught red-handed because we did a live on her a little while ago and she said that she tried to hurt herself because she was being bullied and that she said she was in the hospital and she was fighting for her life. It was touch and go. And we showed you that she posted multiple times daily on her Facebook as being active. If you're in the hospital and you're struggling and it was touch and go, why are you posting on Facebook as active as you were? It was a lie. The amount of lies coming from your mouth, Boo Bear, not only that you're so vile about it, but just the fact that you use something as precious as someone's mental health to prey on people for their money is disgusting. I want you guys to know that we do not take mental health lightly. If you are struggling with something, please reach out for help. There is always somebody who's willing to listen. Make sure you use resources for the 988 Lifeline. Nothing that you are going through should keep you isolated from people that care about you and that can help you. So please talk about it. There are people who will utilize mental health as a weapon. It's not, it's precious, it's fragile. But take it to heart and make sure that you reach out. Don't stay quiet, okay? Thank you, Birdie. Along with the theme tonight with the strongest manipulators act weak to be able to pray and get your money. Guys, I want you to hear me tonight whenever we talk about people who pretend to be sick and are able-bodied because they're lazy. I'm going to touch on him really quick, and I want you to know that Tim Nash, when he lies about cancer, it's not just that he's lying about cancer. He's lying about having a leg amputated. He's lying about having tumors removed from his leg. And the bandage to show proof and receipts was on Penny Ferry's page as a maxi pad sticky side down on his surgical site.
And I can tell y'all, hospitals have thousands of boxes of gauze and gloves and all kinds of things to wrap up legs. No hospital is going to send you out the door with a damn maxi pad on your leg.
You mean they don't send you out with boxes of maxi pads?
Only if you gave birth. Only if you gave birth, and I doubt he did.
You know, that night that happened, I'm pretty sure that my whole jaw hit the floor. Like, I really was at a loss for words.
Yeah, I actually threw my phone that day because I was like so pissed off that he would actually say a hospital sent him out like that.
Yep.
Yeah, it's just wild, you know? I mean, and it's not funny because, I mean, the man is fake cancer, right? And that's disgusting in itself. But it's the crazy shit that they come up with that is just, it's mind-blowing. Honest, it's mind-blowing. Crazy.
And the fact that we could talk for hours about the amount of lies that come.
Oh, hey, Boo Bear. Welcome back.
Did Stan leave? Did he go outside, or did you go outside so you're able to talk now? Because the way I figure is when he's in the room, you can't lie as fluently as you do whenever he's in the room. So, did you go outside so you can lie to us?
I mean, is she requesting? Did she bail again? Because I'm not showing her at all.
I don't see her anymore.
Nope, she's still in here. She's in the viewers.
Well, if she, y'all are gonna have to tap Checkmate's box to make sure, because if she's in here, she's reporting. And Julie, I really wish you would take a box because I've got questions. We all do. Maybe we can clear up what it is that you have an issue with telling the truth for. I mean, because everything in your life is such a tragedy and you had absolutely nothing to do with that. Right, Boo Bear? Julie?
Yeah, and to lie about something so detrimental as suicide, you know, most everybody has been affected by that. And, you know, that's really close to a lot of people. And it's very devastating to go through. So to say that and use that as, you know, weaponize that is crazy to me.
So, Julie, why is it that you can go in beggar and scammers' boxes and beg for money when they're begging for money and you can't request our box? Why is that?
Yeah, I mean, if she wants to come up, I'll even turn the chat off if we have to. If she wants to come up and answer questions, I really don't want to take the chat out of it because I don't think it's fair. But our chat's usually really respectful, so I don't think we'll have any problems.
Angel Girly, I don't understand. Why are you in here if you don't want to take a box? You're in everybody else's lives begging for money and lying about people, but whenever you get called out, you're quiet. You've never been quiet in all the times that you've been on here talking big and bad, but then here you are and you don't have anything to say. So I'm confused. I've got questions. Why did you pretend like you were using your mental health and you pretended to unalive yourself? And then you pretended to be like your family member and pretend you were the family member talking about there's an investigation, people are pulling IP addresses, and Fallon's going to be donning an orange jumpsuit, and Amber Victoria is a bitch and her family is embarrassed of her. What's that about? Come talk to us. I've got questions. Why did you think that people who have had a family member pass away from suicide, did you think that that was appropriate for you to say when families have been ripped apart? Because, see, it doesn't just end when someone passes away from being unalived. It passes on to the rest of the family, all the guilt, all the hurt, all the unanswered questions. But you chose that for a money grab. And then you pretended to act like you were that family member coming to get justice on TikTok. This isn't the Lifetime Network. This is TikTok. It's not an ATM. It's not Netflix. You lie. But then, not only that, you sit there and you talk about people and you look at their profile pictures, and then you talk to Tori and told her to DIE herself, and that her family members were embarrassed of her. Then you called another family follower of yours you said they look like a transvestite. Why? If people want to be happy, let them have their own lifestyles. Let them be happy. You need to go find some happiness, maybe, instead of running that nasty mouth of yours. You treat people horribly in your real life, so we don't have to do anything real life. You're doing it all for yourself. So just take a box. I've got questions. We all do.
Birdie's correct. She's got connections, so you better be careful, Fallon.
Oh, that's right. You said you were connected to a gang. I forgot.
From Chicago.
Oh, right. You were connected to a gang. Okay.
She's the spokesperson for the gang.
Connected to a gang needs $8 for a hotel room. Weird.
All right, she left again. Okay, back on Tim Nash. I'm sorry, guys. So we could talk for hours about the lies with Timothy Nash, formerly True Knowledge. That guy, 2420. He lies about everything himself, but he just wants one thing. His next fix. He doesn't care who he hurts. He doesn't care who he uses. He just wants what he wants. And then when he gets an over amount of money, you see that he overdid it, and they had to bring him back last year. That's all he cares about. He's not going to get another job. He's not going to go start on Monday. He's not just got off work and now he needs a little bit to eat and he needs to get his seizure medicines. He's never going to show you proof on anything. He's never going to show you anything that's appropriate for why he's on here every day, several times a day, trying to get money. He's made several $1,000s on GoFundMe's with lies.
5 figures of just GoFundMe alone.
The moderator that I told you about, TNT Mom 1227, I hope that everybody has blocked her by now. But for those of you that are new tonight, TNT Mom 1227 is a moderator for Tim Nash. She has been around for a while. She messaged someone who gave money to Lisa Richard, but she couldn't message someone. Hold on a second. I'm getting a call. Chelsea, don't come in here with that bullshit that you're new. You're not new. You're an enabler. You've been around since 2024, April 11th, 2024. And maybe you might need to go find somebody that recently that you modded for that's no longer here on this earth and find out why. Chelsea.
At 2:22 p.m.
So coming in here with that, I'm new, Chelsea, spare all of us. Spare us. From Kim Richards to Annie to Brandon and Brenda to J. Paul. Just get the hell out of here with that stuff. As a matter of fact, Bertie, if you don't mind, will you put up the enabler screenshot just so just Chelsea knows that she's got a prime spot right under the enabler. See, Chelsea, when you go into people's lives that are struggling with addiction or they use their kids to exploit for money, and you go in there and you act like you're new and you don't know what's going on, when you go into Jordan Paul's chat and you pretend like she's not 3 sheets to the wind, snowing, skiing every day, withering her body away, or you go into Brandon and Brenda's live or to Annie's, bless, rest in peace, Annie, when you moderate for those people, and then you come in here with that bullshit, I'm new, spare us all with it. All right, sorry, guys. With TNT Mom 1227, she went in and she couldn't message the lady that directly because she had her messages locked down. So she messaged on this lady's post of her 2 children, her 2 innocent children, sitting in a pumpkin patch, and was praising the Lord for her recovery and calling them her greatest blessings in her recovery. Her 2 recovery babies. She commented underneath that video and said that she hoped that those 2 ended up like Lisa Richard because she gave her money. That's disgusting. And I will say that again for anybody that's just entering. She commented on the video with the lady showing off her 2 recovery children because those are the 2 things that she got clean for. Because she messed up and gave Lisa Richard money, thinking that Lisa was hungry back in April of 2025, that she hoped they ended up like Lisa Richard. 2 innocent kids sitting on her lap in a pumpkin patch. What if that lady was struggling with her sobriety in that moment and opened up that message to see that she was already feeling bad that she gave money to Lisa Richard, and she probably had already received a bunch of messages. To see that message, what could it have done had she been struggling with her sobriety? What if she was actually thinking, are these 2 going to grow up to have that gene in me where they may possibly get a hold of something and become addicted themselves? What if? So TNT Mom 1227, that's sick. and you're over there enabling somebody like Tim Nash, but messaging people about giving money to people like Lisa Richard. Come on. Figure it out. But see, that goes beyond flip-flopping. What that is just sick. Because you're over here enabling Tim Nash out of spite. And then you're going over and you're giving money to Tim and Angela out of spite. And Angel Girlie, if you're still in here, this lady here was the one that threw you all the pumpkin gifts the other day whenever you were running your mouth telling people to DIE and telling them that their family was embarrassed of them. That's TNT Mom 1227. So she knows you're vile. She just likes attention. Kind of like Queen Peach's Jesse Fields. These enablers that are coming back around, guys, they don't deserve to be over here with the good, loyal chat that you guys are. They don't deserve to be over here and soak up the goodness that you guys put out into this community. Get them off your page. There are some out there that don't know. You have to give everybody the opportunity to know and see that they need to type these screen names into the TikTok search bar, and they need to research who they support. And I'm not just talking about scammers, beggars. I'm also talking about the bad behavior. Type the TikTok search bar. If there's some bullshit going on, I promise you it's recorded and you can see it for yourself. There's no reason that we should all sit in toxicity just because people want attention. Let's build something. Let's be good with it. But TNT Mom 1227 and the rest of these enablers who know what they're doing, they really shouldn't be over here with you guys. Like Chelsea likes to flip-flop. But what Chelsea does is she likes the attention, so she likes to come into chats and she likes to say, I'm new. And then all the focus is on Chelsea. Welcome in, Chelsea. Thanks for coming, because that's good, solid people like you. You welcomed her in. But Chelsea's had an opportunity over and over and over and over again. And they just keep doing the same thing over and over and over again. Same thing with Queen Peaches, who is now Queen Mary Jane, 89. Get her off your page. Don't let her take up any more of your time. This next one with Tim and Angela, I know that you guys have seen the videos of them lying about Angela having cancer, about Angela being a cancer survivor. So I was cleaning out my phone and I happened to come across the clip where he actually talks about the cancer that she had. And I started going through her Facebook to get a screenshot of the shirt again to get a better picture. But then if you look down at the bottom of her Facebook, she's got hashtag cancer survivor on there. So not only is he lying about the cancer, she's lying about the cancer and has been all over her TikTok. Now she has 5 TikToks Amber Victoria found. 5. So I've already shown you all the amount of begging that Tim has done on his account. They created a whole new Dyersburg County free Facebook so they could get access to all the free stuff in the county. Whether they get access to it first and then sell it off and make money for it, whatever. But while I was going through her Facebook, there was a video that came up, and we can't play the video because it's just music, but we have the screenshots. And if you'll direct your eyes to Birdie White, the very first one that comes up says, "The doctor said that I may never walk right again." That's her Facebook, guys. And I'm going to give you a second to all look at it.
But she's on an exercise machine, but she may never walk again. Make that make sense.
So in this Facebook and Raymer's right, she's in there. Her hashtags are for like a supplement. She's in the gym. She's trying to make it look like she's a warrior and that she's doing something that the doctor said that she would never walk right again. Upon research, that is from October of 2023. I'm sorry, this screenshot is 2024. When I went back a little bit further, she's actually written in a blog to an awareness for epilepsy, and it says that she had 9 seizures in one day. And they found her on the floor with a very low heart rate. Her lips were almost blue. And she's looking for a wheelchair because she's not the type of person to lay up in the bed and be bedbound. Y'all take that in. In her own words, she said she's not the type to be bedbound.
And what have y'all seen off of TikTok?
Exactly, Rammer. When I saw this, I thought, my goodness, I can't believe. And I want to say that I have seen this somewhere else. And I couldn't remember. I still can't remember where I saw it, but it was months ago that I had seen it. And I thought, okay, well, the more I dug into it, in this blog, it says 4 weeks ago, she had these 9 seizures and she was struggling with all of these things. Does anybody need me to read that, or can you guys screenshot it and blow it up?
And I'd like to point out, anybody that has 9 seizures in one day should go to the ER. 9 in one day, that's a medical emergency, and your heart rate does not go down when you have a seizure like that. Your heart rate actually goes up because of all the jerking and the body movements.
She said 4 weeks ago, my family had to call 911. I collapsed on the living room floor, face first, and having multiple seizures. The EMT said my family said that my blood pressure bottomed out and I barely had a heart rate. My lips were turning blue. I had 9 seizures that day and it affected my walking. I walk like a baby and my hands draw up, and I'm waiting on my insurance card to come in so I can get a wheelchair right now. With the help of my husband, I'm having to do the best I can. I have been close to falling a few times. I'm not the type of person to be bedbound and stay at home every day because of a disability. Unless it's misspelled, sorry. Unless I feel like I need to rest that day. Well, thanks for reading. I hope y'all have a blessed day. This is to a seizure disorder / epilepsy awareness group. That was October 5th, 2023. Do y'all want to know what happened several months before that? So she said 4 months ago, my family had to call 911 for this, okay? In June of 2023, you guys got to pay attention to this. June of 2023, eviction paperwork was processed on Tim to get them out of the house in which they were living and had been abusing the privileges of being in the house, not keeping it up, all of that. It's county record, you guys. It's nothing private. It's a county record document. Eviction, June 2023. The owner of the home had to have them evicted and started the paperwork June 2023. And now, October 5th, 2023, she's saying she has 9 seizures in one day and is in search of a wheelchair. So tonight, when we're talking about the strongest manipulators act weak for your money, if you notice, whenever it's time for they don't get room money, or they need food, or they don't want to be in the car, she starts feeling, I start having a headache. arm starts to hurt and I feel a little tingle. So now she's lied about cancer and they've lied about the epilepsy, but she's in the gym a year later promoting how she's a warrior and she's a survivor. And the doctor said that she may not ever walk right again. Guys, there is no reason that anybody should be giving them money. Those enablers that Birdie put up, let them pay for it. Let them pay for Angela to lay up all day long and not be a productive member of society. Save as many people as you can. It has nothing to do with they need to be stopped. Whoever that creator was saying they need to be stopped at all costs, that's not us. And I'm tired of people saying that all awareness is the same. It's not. Because all I want to do is make sure that people know that she and he, Tim and Angela, are lying about cancer. She didn't have cancer. She had precancerous cells, and Rammer will explain that.
Precancerous cells mean that those cells have an opportunity to develop into cancer cells. It's sort of like they're almost there, but they're not. That doesn't equal cancer. Those are two different diagnosis codes and diagnoses that you get. Precancerous cells do not equal cancer.
Thank you, Rammer.
You're welcome.
The sad part about all of this is lying about cancer for money, lying about being sick when the money's not rolling in. All of those things are so irreprehensible that I cannot wrap my head around why people are over there, even when they know that they're lying, but they go over there and they want attention so badly that they're going to be in that chat. And you're such a good guy, Tim. You're so great. You're doing such a good job. If you were so great, Tim, take care of your wife. But see, we all know that fake Angela is the reason that you're being manipulated yourself because you're not strong enough to handle anything on the outside world. So inside that little hotel room where you think that you're the master of your domain, you are not. Angela's manipulating all that. She's just as fake to you as she is to everybody else. She's faking cancer, dude. So are you, and you're going along with it. And you told on yourself in that video in August of 2025 when you said, what was that? When we were going to the hospital when you had cancer, what was that? 11 years ago? 10 years ago? And the benefit said right there, if she doesn't have the surgery that we need $2,000 for to have this benefit, it will turn into actual cancer. She never had cancer, Bugsy. She never had cancer, Jacqueline Cunningham. She never had cancer, Roy Boy. She never had cancer, Jeff Rowe. She never had cancer, Carrie, Kada, Shelby. Never did. And now the screenshots are coming out where she's saying that doctor said she would never walk right again because she was getting evicted, paperwork filed months prior to, and I guess it must have been time for her to start putting up or shutting up and possibly get a job. But now she wants to start this. I have epilepsy. I had 9 seizures in one day. I need a wheelchair because I'm not the type to be able to be bedbound. Stolen sympathy, guys, whether it's in form of them using their children, using a cancer diagnosis, using the fact that she's in the gym and trying to, there's a hashtag for some kind of supplement in there. And I don't know if she was working with a sponsor or trying to work with a sponsor saying I had cancer and I'm a cancer survivor. And now they said I would never walk right again. So promote me and I'll be in the gym working out.
Yep, Alani Nutrition. And every post that she had on her Facebook said hashtag sponsor me. Hashtag sponsor me over and over and over. That
Cindy,
tells me they just want money out of it or some kind of accolades from it.
exactly. Cindy, that's a good question. I know that other people may have that question. So Cindy said, what does walking have to do with precancerous cells? So that's two different instances, Cindy. One is the instance where they had precancerous cells, she never had cancer, and he keeps using that as a money grab. So the second one is in June of 2023, the family member processed an eviction paperwork on them to get them out of the home because they weren't keeping up with it, and there was a whole thing going on with the family. In October 5th, 2023, she posted in a seizure disorder awareness group looking for a wheelchair. Because she said 4 weeks prior to that, she had 9 seizures in one day. This enters in the stolen sympathy and manipulation where she's going to fake another horrific event. So a year later, she posted, the doctor says I may never be able to walk right again. And she's hashtagging sponsor me, hashtag cancer survivor, all these things, and showing that she's in the gym and she's working. She's busting her butt to be something, to work out, that she's tough. But the reality of it is that the only thing, she's not getting tough, she's just getting going. So when they say that the tough get rough, no, she's not doing anything other than faking being sick so she can get people's money, or people can feel sorry for her, give her a place to live, give her a place to stay. Because remember, guys, whenever they're messaging so many people on the back end, and Rammer made a really good point earlier today, they're messaging so many people on the back end. That's why you haven't seen them. There's somebody that's enabling and giving them money, because Angela will message them and say, hey, it's Angela. I'm not feeling too great today, or I'm not doing this today. I'm not doing too good. Can you give us $20? And $20 here and $20 there. It's only $8. And some people are like, I can only give $5, but here's $5. And I want you guys, if you don't understand, it's okay to ask. Because again, when I was going through this, trying to figure out why she posted October of 2023 about the epilepsy and needing a wheelchair, she said 4 months prior to that. And then when you go back in time looking at the Facebook, she was filed with an eviction in June of 2023. And I asked permission of the brother to give this information out, and he made a good point himself. He said, you don't even need my approval. It's public record. So if anybody doesn't believe me, look for yourselves in public record. Every time the chips are down, every time there's something that needs to be held accountable, or they need money for the room, or they need to get something, she starts that fake bullshit that she's hurt, she's sick, she's not doing too good, there's nothing wrong with her, neither one of them. And that goes along for Tim Nash, that goes along with Angel Girly Boo Bear, that goes along with Jay Paul, that goes along with Beth Osborne, that goes along for all of them. If they're in here with their phone in their hand and their eyes on the other phone begging for your money, they need to get up and do something for themselves. If it's not that important, then why is it so important for you guys to have to pay for it? And I'm talking to the people who are on the outside, who were looking in, who think that their name might have come up on that enabler list. That is one of the reasons why I'm so proud of you guys, because you say names. When you start talking about people, you're not just they and them and this and that. You say names, because it's time to start saying names. From here on out, put their pictures up. Make sure that you're blurring out kids' faces. Make sure you put their names out there. Queen Peaches 89, Mary Jane Mary Jane 89, Bugsy, Donna Arnold, All these flip floppers, say their names. You see them in the chat, call them out. They pretty much call attention to themselves, guys, just like Chelsea did when she came in here. Hey, I'm new. Because they want the attention. Just like with Ashley, the food for family scam. She's on here asking for food using her little girl and anything else she can. People who are on here and they are making their situations worse for your money. What have they done to make themselves worthy of getting this money? Are they out there actively using resources? Are they actively looking for some way out? If they're on here every day, I promise you they're not. If they're manipulating you for your money with stolen sympathy, either block them, make videos, message people, type their name into the TikTok search bar, go find the videos to share out to people that you've not seen before. You'll recognize those names of the ones that you see all the time. You'll recognize Carrie. She just has no zest for life. It's TikTok. She wants to be able to be wanted, and TikTok is the only place that anybody ever wants her to. All she has to do is say no one time, and they will kick her so far to the curb that she won't know what hit her. And that's what she's afraid of. So that's why she keeps giving, and that's why she keeps enabling. But at the same time, them still being allowed over here, I don't think that's appropriate. I think you guys are wasting your time on people like that. And I think it just needs to be on names that you don't recognize. I want to touch base on Morgan Murray, 74. Morgan Murray, 74. Everyone thinks that she's new. She didn't know. She was in Tim and Angela's chat, and she was leaving comments on videos. And she was enabling basically with saying that Tim tells the truth. Now, we all know that Tim is never going to tell the truth because it's just not in him. He gets too much money that way. He gets too much sympathy, and he gets the attention from the internet that he's not getting from fake Angela. So this was on a comment the other day where she said he was telling the truth about some money that he had gotten. Well, then a couple of days later, she's in the chat and she gave money and she said, "Awareness people, stop messaging me." Well, the reality of it is, Morgan, is that you have been over here a lot longer than you want to pretend. You're not new. You follow almost every one of us. If we've ever gone live or if we've ever been involved in drama and you think that it was something worthy, you followed us. And you've been kicking it over here for months. Block this account. Don't waste your time. She says that she doesn't care what the awareness people think, but she sure is following a whole lot of us. And before she went private, because see, you didn't think that you were going to react the way that we did, but see, I already had all of your following, Morgan. I already had all of the people who you followed, people who you followed back. I've got all your comments. You're not new. You've been around. You like the drama just like everybody else. But here's the kicker. And Tim, if you're on the outside listening, I want to let you know that this isn't the way that this works. People who truly do awareness aren't going to do anything deceptive. And Morgan thinks that throwing you a bit of chump change, that she's going to be able to get in and find your business out and then spread it wherever she wants to spread it for some clout. But we don't do that. I don't have anything that I want to know about you that I can't find in county records or from your own words. Because eventually you talk so much and you drag it out and you pretend like you're Pastor Tim for a little while, and then you get a little mad, and then you get worried about Angela, and then you start talking, and the more you talk, whatever talk it happens to be for that flavor of the day, it's all bullshit, and it's just talk, And eventually you always tell on yourself. So let them talk, guys. That's the way that awareness has usually always been done. The more they talk, the more they tell on themselves. And you just happen to be recording or screenshotting the chat, just like Morgan. She wants some information and she wants to be close to them. For what? Because she can get some scoop and then come over here and tell us all about it for her little bit, 15 minutes of fame? Whatever you're doing it for, Morgan, just know that I've already screenshotted your following and your followers. And if you want to tell Tim and Angela that you're new, play off of that. That's fine. But if I need to do a live to read off those followers and who you've been kicking it with, I can do that too. There's no reason to be in Tim's DMs playing nice with him just to get information out of him. He tells on himself every single time. If you guys are over there in his comments, stay over there. I'm talking to the people on the outside. I'm not talking to this good loyal chat in here. You guys know how important you are to the panel and to each other. Just keep doing what you're doing. They're only going to come on when they need money. She's only going to continue to fake her illness. They're going to come and try to pretend for months. Look how long that they played this faking cancer thing. Until, I mean, how long could he have wrote into this? He sat over there and said, I was with her. I know what she went through. Well, is she lying to you, Tim? Is she over there telling you she had cancer? Because she didn't have cancer. She had precancerous cells. And you guys are wrong for taking what people go through, because there are people who their bodies are ravaged by cancer. There are people, families been torn apart by suicide. There's people's lives that have been torn apart by people who've been sick. Just like Tim Nash, there's been people who's had amputated legs, heart surgery, lungs, all these illnesses. People are using things on TikTok that they see in real life, but those people have to get up every day and go do something for themselves. People who are chronically sick, even though it doesn't look like it on the outside, and I'm talking about mentally, or just people who you can't physically see it, have to work double as hard to function in everyday life. Even when they look fine on the outside, they have a chronic illness and they have to work just as hard because they have to do it. So imagine somebody who has cancer, somebody who lost someone to suicide, someone who is struggling with their mental health. And these people are just playing in people's faces with the stolen sympathy for their $5, $10, $20, so they could lay up in a hotel room and live like they're on vacation, while you guys have to prove yourselves every day of your life for your families, for your coworkers, just so you can live a good life. I see you guys whenever you say, my husband has cancer, I have cancer. I have to go back every year and get a test to see if it's detected anywhere else in my body. My heart hurts for you guys. There are people out there with invisible illnesses, but it's very prevalent in their lives. And you don't have people who talk about it. They come on TikTok to have a good time and forget about it for 10, 15, 20 minutes. And then they have to scroll in and hear this bullshit. I had 9 seizures in one day. The doctor said that I may never walk right again. Get the fuck out of here, man. Then you've got the enablers. And enabling can go for many things. It can go for scammers and beggars when they're in there and they're kicking it. And then they come over here and try to chop it up with us. Those are the people who need to pay for their vacations going forward, not us. Not anybody you know. You're right, Becky. She is a fraud. They're all frauds. But Tim and Angela have been lying about cancer. They've been lying about things for too long. Say their names. Use their names. These illnesses that Angela is faking are serious, but it doesn't warrant her to be sitting over there lying about it and making bank off of it. The lies that Boo Bear, aka Angel Girlie, is telling, that she tried to unalive herself because she's being bullied. There are people out there truly being bullied. But for her to come in and pretend like she's the family member of somebody and she's being bullied and there's a police investigation and IP addresses are being pulled and all these things, and now in her real life she's being horrible to people, and they're the ones that are making her life hard because they're calling her out in her real life for her vileness. Then you've got Timothy Nash, who only wants one thing. He cannot see past his addiction for nothing. He wants that $5, $10, $15. And what happens whenever he gets a hold of something bad on the street? Because again, Rammer is a healthcare professional. She can tell you that a licensed physician is not going to give you half of a prescription just because they don't have the money or just because you're a good guy. I'm not going to put my license on the line for anything that I do in my real life because I want to help a friend out. I have a life and a family and a home that I have to take care of. I'm not going to risk it for some crazy on the internet who just wants to get high. He doesn't care who he uses. He doesn't care about anything other than looking down the road at who he can use to get his next hit. And as much as I detest the lies that Tim and Angela tell, Tim Nash tell, Boo Bear tells, their lives are important and it's on them. They need to take accountability for it. Y'all keep doing what you're doing. Use their names. And always know that if there is something out there that you guys need help with, if you can't find it in the TikTok search bar, if it's something that you can't go find your people or some just uplifting quote or whatever, there's always somebody listening somewhere. That 988 lifeline that Birdie put up, that's for everybody. Even if you're just having a bad day and you just want somebody to talk to, use it, please. No matter what you're struggling with, whether it's illness in your body, if it's illness in your family, if it's illness that you're just worried about that is affecting your family, if it's money, if it's your kids, you're worried about, what's next. Whatever it is, whatever that worry is, it's important to people. It's important that you're here with us. So don't think that there's not somebody that's willing to listen, because there always is. It's never that bad where you have to exit to make it better, because it's not going to get better if you're not here. It's only going to get worse. Your grief is going to be transferred onto your family. Absolutely screenshot it. You guys know that I appreciate you. I'm going to let the panel finish up anything that they have, and any questions that you guys have, type them in the chat. Take your time, type it out. And if we don't get to your message right away, just message it again. Thank you for what you guys do always.
Going back to what Fallon said about them, like Tim picking up half a prescription or 1 week's worth. No, if that's a controlled substance and you cannot afford it at that time, you will forfeit the rest of the prescription. Saying, quote unquote, he had one to begin with. You can't go back 3 and 4 times a month to go fill that. And anybody that's ever dealt with controlled substances knows that. A pharmacy's not a drive-through that you can just pick up 1 meal at a time or 1 week at a time. They're not going to fool with you. But tell me this, how did he move to a new area with no ID and get a new pharmacy, to get a new doctor? Because every time I have a new doctor's consultation or a new pharmacy, the first thing they do is take my driver's license and photocopy it to scan it into my file. Tim Nash is not going to any physician. He is not going to any pharmacies in the pharmacy part. He doesn't go to Walgreens unless he's shopping around the store. He is not picking up one damn thing at that pharmacy. So if you're going to lie about something simple as pharmacies, cancer, your children that you don't even have, the fact that you got over $20,000 on GoFundMe, but it was locked up and you weren't able to get it. All these lies equal a huge liar. He will lie about anything to get his next fix. This guy, if he makes it another 4 to 6 months, I would be surprised at the rate that he's going right now. But he would not be able to do all this without the enablers, the mods, the people that continuously give. So when he's no longer here, you can pat yourself on the back and say, I did that. Look at this guy. This guy has lost enormous amounts of weight since he first came to TikTok, some 2.5 years ago? I would say this guy's lost about a good 80 pounds. And it's not from not eating. He eats Burger King all the time on live. He sits there and drinks out of a cup. You've got to sit there and look at the screen and every cup he picks up to have a drink out of. Is he toting around this cup from last week, this paper cup with liquid in it? No, it would be soggy. He's going back and he's getting food. But Fallon Becky Blankets had said in the comments that Miss May was back with Tim. I keep on getting blocked from Tim because I have a hard time keeping my mouth shut. I have not been in there to see him or see her.
I have not seen that, and I would think that my DMs would be full of screenshots. So I will look into that.
Yeah, I haven't seen her over there either, so I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying she's not, but I'm just saying I have not. I would think that if she had after that live that, messages would be blowing.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people saying they haven't seen her, but he hasn't really been live, has he?
What the shell just said, Miss May is back with him again too.
I don't know.
Right, Ruru. You've got to take in the whole scene because these folks are only going to show you what they want you to see and hear.
Guys, I want to thank you for being here tonight. I hope that I didn't confuse anybody with the new information about the questions with the October 2023 post where Angela posted in that vlog of the epilepsy awareness on her Facebook looking for a wheelchair because she said her hands were drawn in and she walked like a baby, and that she needed a wheelchair because she's not the type of person to be bedbound. And then months prior to that, in June of 2023, there was an eviction served on Tim to get them out of the house in which they were evicted from. Then months later, she's in the gym trying to get a sponsorship or hashtag sponsor, hashtag cancer survivor, because she's trying to do something with that and using the epilepsy and the hashtag cancer survivor to her benefit to bring in money. The lying about cancer should have been bad enough for everyone to just realize they're up to go no good. But to lie about something every single time when something's not going your way in your life is a cop out. And I hope that I look back and people see if I ever went through something like that, that I bowed up and put my chest out and fought back instead of went inward and blamed it on an illness or a sickness or something else. And I didn't bow up and do everything I could for my family and myself. You guys keep making your videos, keep messaging people. I caution you, please don't call out somebody viciously. There's no need for it. Be kind when you message. If you see them the first time, let them know, hey, when you say do your research, some people don't know what that means. Explain it a little bit more. Type it out in your notes or your phone. So all you have to do is copy and paste it and put it in their DMs. Be nice about it. If you see them twice, maybe they're doing a little research 3, 4, 5 times and they're still giving money. They're still in there enabling. That's enabling. Just remember that being kind is not enabling, but you're assisting in getting money. It absolutely is. And if you're enabling and someone who's actively seeking for the next hit, it may be their last. All life is important, not one more. Thank you for everything that you guys do. Every like, every comment, every video, every scroll when you sit in here and chop it up with us. Please follow everybody in the boxes. This is Checkmate's info here. Take a screenshot. Follow each other. Boost each other up. And it doesn't have to be scammer and beggar related. If you have something that you enjoy doing, go and find your people. Go type whatever it is up at the top of the TikTok search bar. Go find you. Go find what you enjoy. I'm just glad that I found you guys and that you accepted me. So thank you for everything. I'm glad you're my people because being accepted by you guys is important to me. And any information that I can bring to you, I'm always going to do it with Raymer and Checkmate and Amber Victoria and Birdie. So thank you. I'm going to let Checkmate close us out or Raymer close us out.
I just want to thank everybody for being so respectful in the chat. Mods, you guys are amazing as always. I have the best mods, I swear. I really appreciate everybody coming in tonight. I would look out for another live, sooner or later. You never know when we're going to pop up. Thank y'all for coming in. Anything else, anyone?
I don't know. I'm getting messages about possibly Angel Girlie doing something on a video. Do we need to go see it live, guys, or no?
Can somebody go grab it and see?
Oh, hold up, I'm looking. I've probably been blocked on this account.
Oh, for sure. She had to have unblocked me to come in because she sent me a message and then blocked me. So she's definitely unblocked me. I'm sure I'm blocked again, but it's fine. It's Angel Girlie, BT. She thinks someone in Checkmate.
I don't see the last video I see, it was 8 hours ago saying she needed $8. She's not live.
Yeah, I don't see anything. So. She may be in somebody else's box or something. Maybe that's what they're talking about. I just seen it drop down and I didn't want to exit out of here to go see.
She thinks someone is She thinks someone is me. I'm one of a kind, baby.
One of a kind.
There's only one of me, thank goodness, right?
Yeah, I don't see anything. So I think we're good.
Yeah, Jules said check your messages that she sent proof that Miss Mays is still in Tim's lives.
Nana to one girl keeps saying read the comments. So what? Nana, could you type it again, please? Are you following Checkmate the Snob? Who is she talking to, Birdie? Let me blow her up.
1 hour ago, she said she needs. Somebody asked, did she get the 8? She said, no, I need 50 for tomorrow. And then she said tonight, and I need 50 tomorrow, but I probably with Checkmate Snob. Are you following Checkmate Snob? She's asking Chelsea Schroeder. It's just comments on her last video from 8 hours ago.
Well, she's, oh, I see. Well, she was in here. I mean, she could have came in a box, right?
Absolutely.
She could have said all that in a box, but she chose not to.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Well, I mean, I'm sure she's still watching.
And Angel Girly, aka Boo Bear, if you couldn't see that you had the opportunity to come up in the box and answer questions or say whatever it is that you needed to say, you had the prime opportunity to come in here and explain why you lie so much. So anything that you say here on out, I promise you it's being recorded, and I promise you that it'll be exposed for you lying more.
And if none of us see it, then somebody will see it and screenshot it and send it.
That's right.
Yeah, I mean, we're like people see everything, so you don't have to worry. I mean, not to mention we have burners for days, girl.
Yeah, I was fixing to say, don't worry about blocking me because I've got you on several accounts.
Yes, Cindy. Chelsea's a new girl. Well, thank y'all for all the likes. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, I'd like to thank all of y'all for being in here, all the comments, all the likes, all the information that you brought to the table. It's been a good live, and I hope everybody learned something. We all learned that Angel Girly Boo Bear is not going to take a box.
Definitely not. All right, y'all. With that being said, I hope everybody has a great week. We're going to end so I can spend a little time with my family. And I hope y'all spend a little time with your families. Good night, y'all.
Good night.
Good night.